Hello, friends. And by friends, I mean you absolute dastards. And by dastards, I don't know what I mean. Congratulations, everyone. You've lived long enough to see the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, because Squeenix knows what the people want, and apparently Final Fantasy 16 selling 3 million copies is not an indication of what the people want, but whatever's happening with Final Fantasy 7 is. And if it sounds like I'm caustic about Final Fantasy 7, I genuinely am not. I just don't understand the incredible amounts of hype behind it. But that's because I never played the original, so open your wallet, Squeenix says. Exactly. It's good to see you guys. This week we're going to be doing streams, again, more or less the same as weeks prior. I have unfortunately not posted up a schedule again, because what is the idea of anything resembling a schedule or constancy? We're going to be streaming at 7 p.m. every day this week, Dragon's Dogma today, tomorrow, of course, is Wayland Yutani Wednesday. We are desperately close to the end of that, I hope. I think I've got 3 more missions to go, and if we've got a lot more, I don't know that can stay in rotation. This Thursday is probably going to be Monster Hunter, although we gotta start looking into cycling in some other things potentially. And then, of course, Friday, we normally do things by ear. I'm gonna let you guys know right now that there is a specific game that we've been looking about called Of the Devil by, I don't know how to pronounce it, NTH, which makes me think Ninth Circle, but obviously there is no I-N-E. They're releasing an episode 0 of their series. It looks like it's going to be sort of somewhat visual novel-y with detective, lawyery aspects. The art style is very good. It's like it's a complete vibe. So normally I don't necessarily know what we're doing on Friday, except for maybe Final Fantasy 14, and then sometimes surprise. We do other things, but that's what we're looking at for this week. So yeah. And yeah, we'll get into metric things. The problem, Battle Benoy, is that it's not about peak viewership. It's about Twitch's average on specific game categories. And that's unfortunately the killer. So we'll talk about it. But yeah, it's good to see you, Underfriend. Euphine, yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3 could theoretically replace Dragon's Dogma, because Dragon's Dogma is, you know, a bit of a mixed bag. I like it, but also, do I actually, and how much of it is nostalgia? Especially because we do have basically all of March to finish Dragon's Dogma, but do we want to is the question. And the answer is slowly feeling more and more like a no, but we'll get there. It's good to see you. Yeah, Battle Benoy, Clary, Mesfia, hey. Yeah, the 5-gallon plastic bucket is my raid bucket, by which I mean it's my raid food bucket where I put in the dry rice, like Enderfriend said, and then put it into the rice cooker with some like Chinese sausage and some like bacon and stuff. You get it. But yeah, okay. So unfortunately, while peak viewership is very important for trying to get sponsorships, affiliate links, that sort of stuff, they care about your concurrent viewership, your CCV, and CCV is based off of your averages. So I have had some really good peak viewership in the past, but until we're looking at fundamentally is what is netting me the most average viewership, and unfortunately right now Monster Hunter is not chief among those. It's doing comparatively quite well, but that's compared to the overall history of streaming. There was definitely a bump to Monster Hunter, which, all right, actually, I should change category to just chatting, but we'll do this. We'll do this super fast because this is not my intention. So, hold on. Let me pull up Monster Hunter's metrics really fast. If only rice came in a bag or something, Pepe Hands. Yufine, you honestly telling me you've never had to deal with like bugs getting inside your rice? Raid Shadow Legends? We almost took a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship a long time ago. It was bad. No uwu, you would die. I know. Don't make you hungry. Sorry. What I'm hearing is you need to find out how to get lots of views for 10-minute streams. So if we were trying, if Twitch partnership wasn't vetted by a human being on Twitch, 1000%. Once you hit the metric of 75 concurrent viewers, which we're nowhere near, we're averaging somewhere around 22 CCV a month. If we got up to 75 CCV for an extended period of time and applied for a Twitch partnership and got the Twitch partnership, that'd be something. But they also have human beings like come through and check it out. So yeah. I got bugs in my rice in California. I haven't actually had bugs in my rice in Florida yet. So here's Monster Hunter world, right? And so a lot of people are going to sort of look at this, right? And they're not really going to understand overall categories, which is fine, right? Like that's kind of by design, right? The idea is that the games industry as a whole is unique in its dynamics. So 1,433 live viewers divided amongst 171 channels is less than 10 viewers per channel, right? On average. Now, obviously, there are channels that are doing better, there are channels that are doing worse, but Monster Hunter World has actually been going down in viewership and in rankings, right? So you can see this little bump that happens around the beginning of January, and that's when Capcom is like, go play Monster Hunter. But we're really now on the downswing. And this is obviously us looking at the daily. If you're looking at the monthly, right, again, we did have the uptick, but we're really on the downtick right now, especially with the knowledge that Monster Hunter Rise came out, right? There's a subsequent game, and Monster Hunter World isn't really big on the multiplayer side. Those are factors that you want to look out for. Right, peak viewership at all time, obviously, was around when the game came out, sure, but it's just not doing that well. Obviously, a lot of these metrics are are a little bit slower because you have to collate all of the data. But like, yeah, Dead by Daylight, okay. I needed to be abundantly clear that I am not swinging at anybody, right? I needed to be abundantly clear that I am not going to try and pick a fight anyone with the next words that I am saying. But Dead by Daylight might be an instance of the games industry not being influenced by the game, but by the content creators. And I'm not going to elaborate on that statement because I feel like it should be comparatively self-explanatory, and if you would like me to educate you on that further, please join my Discord, and we can talk about it in there. But yeah. I'm swinging at Oats. I do not know who OTZ is, so yeah. Well, according to the chart, just chatting is the biggest numbers game. Just chatting is another instance, right, where just chatting is what a lot of people will do sort of as a catch-all category. For example, there's a lot of people who do like really big, beautiful painting streams of miniatures, or they'll do art, and instead of specifically going into the art category, they will do just chatting. There was a while in which the Twitch meta was to first go live just chatting and then switch, because then theoretically people who are seeing your category through just chatting will click on it then, and then maybe will continue to stay as you switch into the game. Twitch is a whole different beast. So yeah. You're joking? No, I mean, it's valid, right? Like, think about how we did last Friday, right? You still want that figure painting stream? Not only do I have a bunch of figurines primed. Okay, actually, confession time. I got my box of paints out of, don't look at my shirt. I got my box of paints out of the garage, and like, the problem is that, again, I don't have any free time, right? So the idea that I would like take, what is this? Take my contrast Gulliman flesh and daub it onto a guy's face in my own free time is like pretty low, because generally speaking, I find myself with maybe less than an hour to like sit down at a given moment in time just to be indulgent on something. But if people were interested in miniature painting streams, I got all these boxes of attachments, the Starks attachments. I do need to actually paint up one of my boxes of Hedge Knights. And so the thing is I didn't realize that with Games Workshop, sorry, as I sit back here far away from the camera, I didn't realize that Games Workshop models were like intrinsically modular and like by design made to be specific. So I have somewhere a painstakingly, like, I was like taking a scalpel to plastic of a very specific model that I was like swapping the head out, but like I like carved the head out of another miniature to like stick him in there. Anyways, the point is the possibility of a painting stream out there? Yes. Is it necessarily the next thing on the chopping block? With my intention being some sort of video game streamer? No. But I would love to do it. And this is another example of things that I would love to do that might not necessarily make sense on the like streamer meta side, right? But yeah, let me go ahead and stop capturing the Monster Hunter World category. Yeah, there's no way for me to show you the Twitch analytics overview without showing you some things that are fairly sensitive. So I'm not going to be able to send that. Sorry, I was like considering for a half second there showing some extra data, but some of that is stuff that I can't go over, so yeah. You think your biggest confusion on the top games list is somehow Nightingale being both 15th and 21st? So Nightingale actually, okay, I really liked Nightingale, right? It's been getting, I don't know if it's like actually review bombed or if it's just actually doing terribly. But I've been hearing a ton of stuff on it being bad question mark. Like the like peak interest on it was during the live thing. You can pull up your analytics on Twitch Tracker if that's what I was looking for. So the problem with Twitch Tracker's analytics is it's normally not accurate for recent things. And the trend with Monster Hunter World specifically that it can be reflected upon my channel has been over the last 2 weeks or so, yeah. Nightingale had a lot of issues. They've been working on it, but yeah, it would be best to wait on Nightingale until it's a bit smoother, which is such a shame because the server, like the public server stress test was delightful, right? So yeah. Hasn't played yet because of graphic driver updates. God, yeah, that's another thing, right? If my computer was going to spontaneously explode from trying to render anything. And hey, Nix, it's good to see you. But yeah. So Nightingale, as far as I'm able to see, is 24. You're saying Nightingale is also ranked 15? Oh my god. It is also ranked 15. How could this happen? I wonder if they're trying to update for live data. So, okay, this is, God, me. I'm going to stop talking about analytics. Also me, continues talking about Twitch analytics. And Zalkel, it's good to see you. Hey. Sorry. We're going over numbers in games, Smile. It's the same game image, at least. It is the exact same category. So for those of you who don't know, Enderfriend and I are talking about Twitch Tracker, which is the thing that I use to like look at a lot of collated data about Twitch streams and stuff in general. Twitch Tracker has a cornucopia of problems, from information that is out of date to sometimes they supplement their information, and I say that with all of the addendums that the statement supplementing information should worry people about. But as a general litmus test, it's fine. If you go into the games category, you can see what the top games are, right? Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been like top of the charts for an extended period of time. League of Legends, Valorant, right? Anything that has sort of that encapsulated experience. A long time ago, way back, Overwatch used to be up here. I mean, I think Overwatch is still comparatively high, but yeah. Dead by Daylight, right? Final Fantasy XIV used to be a top streamed game. I think it's like really dropped off, but yeah. Nightingale is in a couple of places, which, you know, again, this is us talking about Twitch Tracker's unreliability. It says 24 here. It says 15 and 21, right? And a part of that is because that Twitch Tracker doesn't have enough data on it right now, I'm sure, so it's appearing in a couple of different places, but yeah. Hey, Sharp, it's good to see you. Same thing with Dead by Daylight, right? Like, so again, Twitch Tracker is not like the end-all be-all or thing that I would use on average, but when it's tracking general trends, that's something that I trust a lot. Let's do Hunt Showdown, because that's a game that like I really am interested in and regularly get reinterested in, right? And like this will show you again, excluding these spikes where presumably there's some sort of big content creator or some sort of push in game to get viewership, right? It'll give you sort of an overall vibe versus, sure, Grand Theft Auto, right? Telling you like all of these data points, in my opinion, are useful, but again, you need to go down to like actually doing additional work yourself to like tell what's the live viewership, who's actually gaining and losing from it, versus like, is it just a big name started streaming a specific game? And especially when you're trying to follow a release schedule, there's like plenty of little things you want to look at in the background. I have, so friend of the show, Vishnax, was somebody who was talking about, I think they called it no pixel RP, and apparently a big problem, I say a big problem, supposedly a thing that affects content creators specifically in the Grand Theft Auto genre is that the interactivity of audiences for Grand Theft Auto is not proportional to the number of people who are necessarily watching, which I always think is fascinating. I think the Grand Theft Auto experience is truly bizarre, but also hey, if I liked third person games about crime and decadence, I know what I should be doing, right? So Minecraft is another one that I desperately wish I could ride the like highs and lows of Minecraft, but I just don't like Minecraft. And Grand Theft Auto 6 for the extra Florida seasoning. Zal, I've actually... Listen, I'm not a betting man, but if I was a betting man, here's my inside bet. I'm gonna short the market. Grand Theft Auto 6 is not going to do well enough unless Rockstar specifically kills the Grand Theft Auto 5 multiplayer servers while they're working on Grand Theft Auto 6. And this is something you see with like live service games, right? So back when Activision Blizzard was doing the Call of Duty Warzone, right? And so Call of Duty Warzone is released, and it's like, oh, wow, it's doing really well. People love this. And so I think like less than a year later, right, they do Call of Duty Warzone 2, and then also simultaneously Call of Duty Caldera, right? And Caldera is original Warzone. And they purposefully like shut down servers and shut down access so that way people who liked the original, if they want to continue doing that, have to move over. If Rockstar does not kill the servers on Grand Theft Auto 5, my prediction is 6 is going to underperform in ways that they're wildly not prepared for. So yeah. No, and again, like this is the kind of insane overthinking that I do about video games for streaming literally all the time. Like the one exception to this is Final Fantasy XIV, because Final Fantasy XIV has really fallen off the train. Final Fantasy XIV should not be my regular content, but it is. Right, again, we're looking at less than 10 average viewers concurrently. It's ranked 66, which is, again, better than Monster Hunter World and things like that, but it's definitely been on a like massively downward trend for a while now. Like Endwalker was kind of the peak of the like mania about it, and then, you know, Endwalker, for better or worse, however you feel about it, signaling sort of the end of that specific storyline and of that specific era, sort of is the precursor to it falling down. I think everybody has their breath held to see what's going on with Dawn Trail. So yeah, exactly. Clary's hit it, right? It's an MMO. Expansions are going to affect people's interest in it. Dawn Trail is going to be sort of the make it or break it point. If Dawn Trail does break it, if Dawn Trail doesn't do exceptionally well on the back end, on the like overall statistic side, I might stop doing as much Final Fantasy XIV, you know? But confession time, viewers, I'm not going to stop doing so much Final Fantasy XIV because I played the game for my own personal amusement. After we do a little bit of Dragon's Dogma today, we are going to go over to P12S. And am I going to stream P12S as a sort of personal justification for why I'm still spending so much time doing raiding? Yes. Is it doing good for numbers? No. So, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt, but yeah. Endwalker was peak because it pulled in so many new interests, including notable streamers playing Mammoth Q for the first time, but also given the fact that it's long past Savage and ulti releases, it makes sense that it's dropped off now. Yeah, and I mean also, so this is a thing you will see that happens pretty frequently, especially when there's like, it looks like Riot games or MOBAs are falling down in the rankings, is that you just get game fatigue, right? So all the time, it does not matter how good or how bad the game is, you will see something that has been performing historically really well suddenly start to drop off, and that's what ended up happening with Baldur's Gate 3. That's, confession time, the real reason why I stopped doing Baldur's Gate 3 is that even though Baldur's Gate 3 was doing really well, it was the sort of peak channels that were doing really well during that, and a lot of the smaller streamers started seeing intense drop off, right? And so, you know, again, not to go too much into the statistics here that can be used, right? But basically what ends up happening is that if you're looking at on average how the numbers are trending and doing, and you're a smaller content creator, you want to exacerbate that issue for the worse, right? So on average, if you're seeing a decrease in 15% viewership, right, on a particular game, obviously you could account that to your average viewership, right? So we average somewhere between 20 to 25 viewers per stream. 15% of 20 to 25 viewers is not that big of a deal, but then increase that by the fact that, again, if these people are coming into your stream specifically for that kind of game, if you're chasing a release schedule like I am, you got to increase the worries that come with that, because people are either looking at the next big release, which is going to be expensive to try and keep up with that, or what they're doing is they're going out and they're looking at just a variety of games, right? And so if you're trying to become the Baldur's Gate streamer, that's a different thing. But if you're just doing it as a part of your Rise content, it's gonna have less dividends. So yeah. Even just as a whole, the community has been putting Final Fantasy XIV on the back burner. Your FC always dies during patch lulls, but explodes in activity when X-Packs drop. We're predicting the same thing, right? Like, again, I am too deep in the Final Fantasy XIV hole to ever really cut Final Fantasy XIV out. Although a couple of my friends who are both, you know, watching the stream as well as play 14 with us were like, so whatever happened to those Eden Savage synced raids? And I was like, oopsie poopsie. So, you know, a lot of folks have taken Yoshi P's advice and are playing other games. Yeah, I mean, right, and like this is the other thing, is that like trying to make content creation into a job is okay. This is not me demeaning myself, but it is kind of like being those like birds that clean crocodiles' teeth after the crocodiles like eat something, right? Because like I have no control over whether or not a game release is good, and unlike in games journalism where there's a little bit more job security, like I can't really rely on just being like, oh, this is a flop, but my job in and of itself is totally fine and safe. So, you know, just play one game and be funny, easy. Here's the problem, Wirebone, all of the one games that I want to play are bad. I like, God, what is it? World of Horror. Okay. Like, we're truly getting lost in the weeds right now. World of Horror is one of my favorite games. And so I was using it to sort of serve as like my reset content, right? Because it was really cute. It's a roguelike. It's Junji Ito horror inspired. It's got a little bit of that Guillermo del Toro twist. World of Horror has been dead for a really long time. And so I had to work to take World of Horror out of my vernacular. Because like the problem is just that like even though it's a really tight experience, it's single player. So it's not just, you know, how good, how bad, regular, rise, reset, whatever. Sometimes it is also goes down to like people just like multiplayer games more, and people specifically like multiplayer games in which you can get more people in, basically. Like, the problem with Lethal Company, and the thing that was immediately rectified by mods, is that because Lethal Company is a 4-player experience, a lot of people just went into it with their streamer friends for collaborations. Speaking of which, if you haven't checked it out, Zalkel has done a super cute TikTok of our collab this last Friday, and it's very charming and very indicative of the overall experience of us doing PvP together. So go check that out, and also go drop Zalkel a follow if you haven't already. But the reason why I bring that up is that even though Final Fantasy XIV is an MMORPG, right, and it's supposedly expansive, with the exception of certain pieces of content like Eureka, like Bozia, like Alliance raids, the core experience is limited down to 4, or if you're being optimistic, up to 8 concurrent players, right? And so that actually limits people's interest and desirability in it. It's a part of the reason why I keep talking about the Project Zomboid multiplayer server. Is one, I just want to play zombie survival games. I like that kind of media, sorry. And Project Zomboid multiplayer always sort of opens itself conceptually to the idea of servers of tens, if not hundreds of people, right? It won't actually happen, but the conceit is there, and that's where people get interested. It's the reason why Minecraft SMPs were so popular and are fairly popular, right? It's the idea of, if I wanted to, I could be there as well. So, you know. Just put on cat ears like Zal, easy. True. A bird with my little face doing dental work, just like sticking my tongue out. But yeah. Found the game you were looking for earlier. If I was interested in a game with mini painting, maybe look at Moonbreaker. Not necessarily for streaming, just in general. You know what's so interesting about Moonbreaker, Enderfriend, is that Brandon Sanderson was directly involved in the game's development cycle. So much in the same way that George R.R. Martin was tapped for Elden Ring, right? Supposedly Brandon Sanderson had a weigh-in on the narrative of Moonbreaker. It looks like Moonbreaker is not going to be a success. It looks like Games Workshop has managed to really get its whole elbow in on the miniatures market. But I'm curious, yeah. You glad I liked it? It was brilliant, yeah. I know it. Yeah, so, okay. A standard day with me oftentimes just involves me waking up and looking at what games are releasing today, this week, over the next month, and then over this quarter, and then checking to see how those games are doing on Steam wish lists, to see like how things are going with regards to like its media department, because if there's a particular game that has really good PR, right, you want to tent pole off of their media posts. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You didn't realize it had come out that recently. Sorry. And like, the other problem is that I occupy, right, and you know, everybody who I watch, because they tend to be peers, we occupy a unique niche in that we're trying to have something resembling a conversation and a relationship with you, right, with chat. And so that makes it hard, because a lot of larger content creators will basically say, ignore chat, focus on the story beats if you're a story beat kind of player. And then, you know, on the flip side of that, right, what is a story beat? League of Legends does extremely well, in part because there is no narrative. There's no, oh, well, I missed the beginning, so I might as well just sort of wait until later. So it's complicated, right? It's a whole experience that if anyone who tells you that they figured out content creation and they had it made has killed their soul and their desire for creative freedom, right? Because if you are trying to do it your own way, you are either already large enough that you can take what audience you already have and drag them with you, or they're not going to make it. Because at a certain point in time, every content creation individual out there becomes beholden to a larger group. This is not to say anything about, again, corporations or companies or groups that exist and can sort of recycle viewership amongst themselves, but I don't have that, so you get it. You only meant because you wish listed a while ago, so didn't see the date. To clarify, no worries, Ender friend. This is an incredible side tangent. This is all kind of not anything related to Dragon's Dogma. I'm sure you'll all realize, but it's just to talk about, like, there is a very big difference between trying to do Twitch streaming, because streaming is fun and it's a hobby, and I could never condemn anyone out there for wanting to try it. Anyone who's like, I want to try streaming, please hit me up. I'd love to help. But also, right, doing it for fun and doing it for a hobby looks a little different. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, we are going to go into hell. We're going to go into hell. No, we're going to go into Dragon's Dogma. And specifically, we're going to go into the sewers again, because we've left off in a place where I couldn't play the game anymore. So I have not touched Dragon's Dogma since last week, which in one part increases my desire to hit up the game, but in the other part has me feeling like with enough distance and time, y'all, I like Dragon's Dogma. I do think it's fun. I do not know. Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Are you not? Okay, hold on. I have to quit out of the game and reload it because we changed the audio device we're playing it with. While I do like Dragon's Dogma, the original impetus was to play it before Dragon's Dogma 2, and I don't know that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to care about the plot of Dragon's Dogma 1. So this is gonna be a whole thing. But yeah, we're also going to go ahead and finish up kind of an escort quest where we were saving this guy from the dungeons of Castle Gran Soren because he overheard some nobles talking in the garden.
We've escaped the castle. Let's do the southern gate. Our pursuers dare not follow into the city proper. We've not long now arisen.
I don't know why the guards wouldn't go into the city, but sure, fine, I guess.
Father!
Tomlin, my son! My son! What? How?
I heard tell the Arisen made for the capital and prayed to find you here. I can't even imagine what they must have done to you. But it's all over now.
You know.
So much, Arisen. Thank you.
How normal children speak.
Mere thanks in nothing weighed against your actions, Arisen. Without your aid, I would not stand afore you, nor see my son again. This whole ordeal has a foul air about it. I fear the whispers I overheard are joined to sinister workings in the Duchy. Perhaps we shall learn what the talk concerned ere long. I only pray it causes us no further trouble. I've naught with which to repay your kindness, but if ever you find yourself in need, only say the word, and I'll be at your side. Make her guide you until then, Arisen.
I don't... Ansel, I don't want to be a jerk, but I cannot literally imagine a single situation in which I would need your help. Is the quest done?
I owe you.
Those without a trade or the means to earn a wage.
I can ill return to my old post.
Like, it's still giving me the quest icon over them, right?
Seems that many people live here as well.
Is he gonna get,
I'm drenched.
like, shot? Do I have to make sure they get home safely?
I've learned what to do in this quest.
Sure, fantastic.
Knowledge.
The two are reunited. You've done a proud service here, Master.
What do you have to say about
Soon
this?
forget your hand in rejoining them, Arisen.
Sure. Okay. We had a couple of narrative quests to do. Aldous told us to go hunt a griffin, which we've done successfully. That was the Blue Keep. And there was the merchant Fornival, who was declared innocent of wrongdoing. We're going to go ahead and try and do this quest, where a guy asked us to meet him in Moon, like under the cover of darkness. He told us that he had written a letter informing the Duke about some treachery that was going on, but oh no, the letter got misplaced, and that I should take the letter and return it to the Chamberlain no matter what, and definitely not to give it to anyone else. So, we're gonna find out what that's all about, hey?
Let us make for the hills near the Great Wall.
The beasts of the foothills around the Great Wall stole Fiedel's pack. This pawn knows well the canyon near the Great Wall, Arisen. I am happy to guide you.
Not me completely forgetting the button control scheme.
No, what's this doing here? There, a tower in the distance. What says the map, Arisen? I'd not thought to find such a place here.
The tower in the distance here is referring to Blue Moon Tower, which, yeah, folds back in on itself. Where are we going? Why are we going there? Okay. I don't know why that space is called the Great Wall, but let's do it. The Great Wall. Sure. There is a gang of all-female bandits in that area, much in the sort of schema of these kinds of games and the idea of any specific gender groups. So we are going to try and avoid them. I'll be honest with you.
One never knows what such forgotten corners may hold. Rare items.
Also, we are gonna kill some cows because we do unfortunately have a quest about it. And if you give me anything in quest form, I'll do it at least once. I think we need to kill 30 of them?
Feel that salty breeze? We must be nearing the sea.
But also because the meat that you can get from them you can consume during fights to restore stamina. You get it.
Then an ox, and we'll have ample store of meat for an emergency.
I don't know about an ample store, but we got some. How many do we need to take out? 29. It's a nice round number.
Who knows what lies in wait? Best proceed with caution. That's goblin I smell, Master. Keep close watch around us.
I've got feelings about you smelling goblins, but, okay.
Wait for an opening.
We have triumphed.
Armed rogues! The first strike shall be mine.
I'll leave the weak foes to you.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
Did it! They're armed, Master.
Gold of blood.
Counter after they strike.
They attack in quick succession.
There is a boy up here shooting arrows down at us, I'm pretty sure. I do want to kill that boy.
Counter after they strike.
Wait for an opening. Seems we can walk beyond the shore here. Perhaps we'll find altered use.
That's what I get for trying to be tricky.
One cannot be too careful at the water's edge.
I'm pretty sure you can throw a box at somebody and have that box stagger them. But I've never actually made that successfully happen. So,
Fell an ox. We'll have ample store of meat for
a whole box. You get it.
I shall restore your health. Hold on. The crags care not whom they hide. Better it be us.
actions may well alter the path to completing a quest.
Are those cows? They are. They're called oxen, but spelled slightly differently. Nope, they're literally just spelled oxen, aren't they? Anyways, because the plural of ox, ollie ollie oxen free? Am I crazy?
Are you unharmed, Mark?
Strength in numbers arisen.
God.
Difficult to judge distance when facing foes across such open plains.
I'm having a full moment where I realize I don't know the meaning of the word ox, and it's causing me panic. Because I know what an ox... I thought I knew what an ox was. But now I'm wondering, like, is it... It's not a cow versus bull situation, right? Where, like, it's partially gendered.
You'll ne'er hit them swinging blindly.
'Tis over!
I just wanted to pick these flowers. Excuse me. Ox. Used as a drop animal. Laden wagons pulled by lowing oxen traveling down the coast. Any domesticated bovine animal kept for milk or meat. A cow or bull. Interesting. Okay. So technically, buffalo could be oxen. That's so wacky. Because I've had oxtail soup before, right? And like, I just always assumed by virtue of it being called oxtail that like it was a cow. Excuse me. But never thought to explore that particular thought of mine. Also, it's good to see you, Pixie.
Caution, Master. Massive beasts prowl this area.
An abbey lies at the heart of these withered woods.
I have actually fucked around with the abbey a little bit off stream. A bunch of undead spawn there. I spent a lot of time at the abbey.
That's not a pleasant odor. Monsters must be near.
Oh, come on.
Please, chase it!
Let's go ahead and eat some meat.
Striped saurians are fast and fierce.
It please! Run it down!
Here at the water's edge. Parries any frontal attacks.
A strong flame may take it out.
Okay.
A sulfur saurian comes!
Let me just go ahead and grab these tails. God. Okay. So,
Soaked to the bone.
I watched the first episode of Dungeon Meshi the other day. And boy, oh boy. Now I'm thinking about what monsters would taste yummy in a dungeon. Because the question before of what monsters would you bone in a dungeon, very different from what monsters would you eat, hey? It's so good. It is, yeah. Oxen might be found where Rocky Mountain oysters are popular. I
Of these parts are proving a greater challenge, to be sure.
don't know what that means, Pixie. You'll try to nap with stream on as long as I don't blow your ears out. Aquila, I want you to know, I think the world of you. Don't nap to me then, because I'm probably going to blow your ears out. You disagree with the premise of that statement. Both can be true.
Armed bandits arisen.
I got a feeling about that. But also, hold on. Hell nah.
I feel more familiar with this quest now. After them!
Counter after
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
Wait for an opening.
We have triumphed.
So again, this is the... If we go along this path, up over here, there's an abandoned castle that I believe is the all-female bandits.
Victory is elusive.
Strike it
Seek
down and
new
see.
allies. Where that fails, seek new foes. I don't care to meet whatever left these giant footprints behind. The scene of an attack, most like. Perhaps those ought to be scavenged.
What is... Hold on. What was that parcel we just picked up? Is that not... An ordinary parcel of no import. Well, that is highly suspicious. Find and retrieve the letter from the monsters that snatched it. Is this not it? You're lurking but listening. No sweat, Clary. Thank you so much for lurking. I've got feelings. But obviously, those feelings are irrelevant. Okay. We pop up here and we go into the Soul Flayer Canyon, which, can I be real with y'all?
It is a far different climb from the capital. Perhaps it bears novel fruit.
Who names these places?
Armed, Master. Stay wary, Master. Responsibility is cruel.
Counter after they strike.
They're left exposed after a grand
Are
strike.
you unharmed, Master?
Rocky Mountain oysters are related to the kind of bull used as a draught animal. Pixie, I need you to understand that I have nothing but the utmost respect and appreciation for you as a human being. I don't know that you just saying that sentence a second time helped. Why are oysters related to bulls? And it's good to see you, Top Hat. Ooh.
Taste for magic arisen.
Stay vigilant, Master. Tis said a band of thieves prowls this region. I'll begin with the strongest.
The first strike shall be mine. Strike while
Watch
I
for their
hold
magic.
Oh my god.
They're left exposed after a grand strike. I will protect you, Arisen.
Wait for an opening.
They attack and quickly.
Wait, are Rocky Mountain oysters testicles?
Armed bandits arisen.
Anytime.
Why did you just call them testicles? Alright, fair enough.
We don't take kindly to trespassers.
Hello?
Whoever did this may still be near.
Sometimes you gotta be sly. Fair enough, I guess. There are people who are dying somewhere, because I can hear them screaming, but I can't see them. So, out of sight, out of mind.
Armed rogues.
I'm sure there are. Because some people wouldn't eat them then?
This canyon links the capital with the west of Grancis.
I don't know that lying to people to convince them to eat things is the best strategy, sans dungeon meshy and also everything we were talking about earlier with regards to
Stolen by the lot.
eating monsters and boning monsters.
Terrain here.
Oh, hi. Bestie? Wow, this camera work is interesting.
Beware the harpy's sword!
Strike! Let the harpy sing!
Okay, I definitely should have landed that one.
Their screams chill the blood to ice.
Don't let them drag you off!
I'm on my way.
I'll go at once.
Very well.
I'll provoke it!
Sure. Thank you.
Are you unharmed, Master?
So there was a scene in
I shall restore your health.
another anime that's currently airing called Frerin,
There's a way down here.
wherein there is a
Place and bear. There, Master. Snow harpies.
there is a oh hello there is a like group of monsters called demons, right? And the demons evidently like look like humans. Oh, come on. But the reason why they eventually evolve to look like humans is specifically... Oh, come on. Is specifically to like sort of try and take advantage of the emotional toll that, you know, killing something that looks like and sounds like a human could have. This harpy, I swear to God.
Help me! Soaked to the bone.
I'm sure they may say that on the menu, but some people might find ordering testicles to munch a tad awkward. I don't know. Like, it feels like there are too many cultures and philosophies that, like, think eating testicles makes you more virile, right?
Strength in numbers arisen.
I only hope we survive the next encounter. What's this?
That's why you eat them? Makes sense. Yeah, Mesfio, what do you mean? Also, I get the feeling that I am going to hate this zone because it's got a lot of verticality. And if there's something Dragon's Dogma doesn't do well... Oh my god. Okay, no, they're fine. If there's something Dragon's Dogma doesn't do well, it's verticality. Like, oh boy, it sure does try its best, but, you do enjoy a testicle munch? You know? And there are men out there that think wiping your ass turns you gay, so, oh, you know, fair enough. Swings and roundabouts. Isn't that the same reason, supposedly, why the, oh my gosh. The thing. You know, the thing. The thing that squirts water at your butt. That's gonna be an unfortunate thing for me to have said. Bidet! Thank you, Pixie. Isn't that the reason why supposedly bidets are like, oh no, oh no, come on, that looked like a ledge you could...
Oh, Master, you're back.
Anyways. Isn't that the reason why supposedly bidets never took off?
Phantasms, Master.
Swords are useless.
I shall watch the spirit's actions.
We must end this quickly.
Lightning courses through them.
We need magic to
There,
burn this
Master.
beast.
Gargoyles!
I shall take on the strong.
Gargoyles?
I
Where?
begin with the strongest.
I was clumsy.
Strike with lightning!
We must pull it down first.
Fall, beast!
You rat bastard.
No, finish it.
Rain steel upon it!
Unsurprisingly, in a game where sometimes terrain is traversable and sometimes it isn't, I don't have a good time with monsters that fly and potentially knock you off the terrain. So there. You enjoy your bidet? There's supposedly, and I don't know like the true science behind this, so but scientists come at me. Supposedly bidets are actually supposed to be more hygienic, right?
Be wary. Don't allow it to possess you.
Quickly!
We'll rout them in a single charge.
I mean, you know what, Eufine? Damn. That's some succinct butt science right there. But that is sort of my understanding of it as well, right? Where the heck?
Passes through them.
We need magic to fell this beast!
Seems a few likes magic. Allow an ally to strike you. Quickly. Attacking it may help.
Themselves. Stay close! Don't allow it to possess
I
you!
hope we'll survive the next encounter.
Where was that metal? Or did I actually already pick it up? No, God, oh God, truly me being like a horrid gremlin. There was a material that dropped here that's important. Oh, and also, okay. Notice how we only have 3 of our 4 teammates? That's because someone probably died to fall damage off-screen unceremoniously, which is great, and we love that for ourselves. I hate this zone so much. Pixie! Also, I wish Dragon's Dogma, again, is a product of the early 2010s, and so therefore should not be held to sort of the same standards we do for video games now. But, like, mates clearly delineate which ways you can traverse and which ways you can't. Like, I understand why they don't. For, like, that sort of immersion, right? But, like, I really thought, like, that terrain was extremely easily navigable. And the fact that it wasn't delineated and the fact that I, like, fell to suffer and am now down a party member, not my favorite.
I'll begin with the strongest.
I shall take on the strong. Don't allow it to possess you.
I mean, I was going to allow it to possess me previously, but now that you've said that...
I shall watch the spirit's actions. Beware their light.
Twitch chat is alive. And Sarah, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders.
Magic.
Ugh. I'm not gonna put up with this. I apparently am gonna put up with this.
An ally's blow will dislodge the ghost.
Tis a fool rushes in against
Banish the spirit
Can we get...
Are you unharmed, Master?
a shout out for Seraph? That was aimed at the mod, but it's cool. Mesfia, thank you. How goes Dragon's Dogma? Dragon's Dogma is good. It's it's a little...
A bask of sulfur saurians.
Phasm's master. Best brace for lightning. I'll serve as...
It's a little showing its age, unfortunately.
May take it out.
Especially when it comes to Soulflare Canyon.
Cleave the from its body.
Because, like, we're just used to a little bit better traversal mechanics, right? And sort of a clearer outline of where you can and cannot go. Which they don't have. Which is fine. And it also falls victim of the exact same thing that happens in Dark Souls sometimes, where you are fighting a particular boss, and then they will just sometimes fall off like the side of the canyon. And then you'll get all of the XP, and you are happy about not having to fight that particular boss overall. But on the flip side, it does feel like something has been sort of taken, at least from me in those instances. Because I wanted the cool boss fight. Of course, the flip side of it, in the interest of fairness, is look at the map. If there's not colored terrain, you probably can't cross it. But, I don't know.
I know the way, master. Follow me. Warrant that's a one-way through, master.
There's something deeply frustrating about not just being able to traverse everywhere you see. But again, a 2010s game. We are working for the Duke. Oh my god. Are we seriously back here?
Master, snow harpies.
Oh, are you seriously doing this to me right now? Yum yum yum. Yum yum yum. This is the place where we tried to jump earlier. To that... Oh wait, no, is this the place where we tried to jump earlier? To the ledge over there that looked extremely navigable, but instead was not. Well, I guess we went the wrong way then. Can we... First set. We tried to... Oh my god. This staff is called the Gleam of Heaven? Sure. Sorry. No, I got distracted. We hunted a griffin and we proved Fournier's innocence. I actually wanted to get that bastard guilty, but we turned in all of the evidence that there was. And in so doing, I guess proved his innocence, right? This is the way we just came. That can't be right. So this is the chest we've popped already. Oh, this is where we tried to go. I thought this looked eminently navigable, right? Because it looks like a ledge. but if you actually look at the map, it's all black there. So that's where we then fell down into the water below. Okay, got it. I know where we are now.
There, Master! Sulfur Saurians!
Insolence!
How did you guys respawn so fast?
I'll serve as bait. Strike the tail. Striped Saurians are fast and fierce both.
Are you unharmed, Master?
We actually outgrew the other pawn we had with us. So we can actually get a level 60 pawn who might be a little bit more adroit.
So many!
How'd you guys respawn? Hold on.
Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling still. Strength in numbers arisen.
Are you unharmed, Master?
So we come out here, we go across this way, we climb up this ladder. Let's double check. This... If I saw this in the real world, I would not be happy about this. But it is a video game, and it does appear like there's something we can do down here. Leaper's Ledge. Ay, don't call it that. Why does this place suck so? This feels like a boss fight arena if ever I did see one. Okay. A cockatrice spawn, you say? Okay. Oh, come on! That should have counted, you absolute hooligan. Okay, so this is where we just fell down the water? Okay, cool. So it just circles back around. I'm not thrilled that we have to come back here, I'll be honest with you. Why can't everything just be the Abbey? Just give me a completely flat surface filled with undead for me to kill. Why do you have to give me terrain variants? Damn it. Okay, sure. Literally going to kill the spider with fire, you get it. Arm crest. Oh my god. That spider dropped a pilgrim's charm? Holy shit. What was that spider doing with that? Pilgrim's charms protects you from debuffs, increases the amount of money you get from killing things, and something else. I don't remember what the other thing is. What the heck? Well, okay, I wanted to shoot the barrel. So that way...
What's this?
Okay, well... Or I could just manually shoot you all with a fireball. That's also what I wanted.
This looks interesting.
I'll take that.
Nice. Thank you for the golden egg.
A hobgoblin arisen. Be wary. There, master.
Oh,
Snow
fuck
harpies.
off.
I'll begin with the strongest.
Pardon my language.
Burn their wings. I'll draw its attention. Fidel's pack.
Why do I ever try to cast magic?
Tis within range of our steel.
I will grab your feather though. Thank
Grow
you.
frenzied.
Is there anything more frustrating in a video game than dying from fall damage? I feel like the answer is no. And that might just be because I'm extremely clumsy.
Chill. Is there water within? Come, master.
Yeah, well, if that's the way we're supposed to go, we'll circle back there later. But like, I don't know. There's nothing that really says like it's that and in Dungeons and Dragons when the DM has you keep track of rations, right? The act of dying to a lack of rations is never interesting, right? The act of starving is the thing that ramps up tension and makes things a lot harder to deal with. So I don't know. It's tough for me to ever be like, "Oh great. I'm super glad about this part where there's a big man with a club and this tiny bridge. I wonder what his gimmick is going to be. Do you think it's knocking us off of this tiny bridge?" How about not dying to fall damage, but now you're further from where you wanted to be?
Beware the harpy song. Gore Cyclops.
Then the death would have put you. Honestly, Pinned, I would prefer that. And that might be a bizarre take. But like, look at this. Look at this.
I heal your wounds.
Why did you do this to us? Oh.
Tis within range of our steel.
Did he fall off the side? Never mind. I love small bridges in video games. Actually, it's my favorite.
Rain steel upon it.
It flies low. Our steel will serve well.
He's currently lamenting falling off a cliff in video games. Oh no. Allow me to say I will be a hypocrite if it directly benefits me.
They're easy prey.
Sorry?
Thin numbers arisen.
This looks interesting.
Wait, was that how we were supposed to end the fight with that boy? That couldn't have been the game design, could it? Oh god, I've got so many feelings. I was also literally just complaining, Pinned, about I was literally just complaining about the idea in Dark Souls, when in Dark Souls bosses do that. Because it feels to me, oh my god. Oh my god, did I slide down the wrong way? It feels to me like in Dark Souls when you kill a boss by Are you gonna let me come back up? No, you're not gonna let me come back up, so we gotta circle back around. When you defeat like a difficult boss by just accidentally taking them out, it always feels a little anticlimactic, like you've just been sort of almost robbed of the thing, right? Oh my god, am I back at the start? Oh, are you not gonna let me levitate over there? I feel like that's too far to go by levitation, but like, I don't want to re-go the entire way. Enemies suffer from gravity too. Yeah, we just watched that. Don't. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna make it. I don't want to redo this zone! Oh, fine. We love video games in this household. Thank you for healing me, Twitch chat. I appreciate it.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
Also, how many... Okay, we do still have Bubbly Zeke somewhere, which Seraph, thank you for making a very competent pawn for a very incompetent player. Also, like, again, right, like, so Dragon's Dogma, the original game, releases in, like, 2010-ish, and then Dark Souls comes out, and then Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen comes out. You can tell the incredible... Oh my freaking god. You know what, Spider, live your best life. I'm not tussling with you right now. You can tell the difference in, like, game design logic that went into Dragon's Dogma versus Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I'm gonna fucking nuke that spider. Tactical strike from orbit. I'm not gonna do that. That would kill my pawn. But it's just infuriating. Is Dark Arisen a different game or a remake? It's kind of like the collector's edition. All of the DLC was incorporated and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. It does introduce a zone called Bitter Black Isle, which is basically fully just... we heard you like Dark Souls, so we tried to make our video game as similar to Dark Souls as possible. Which, in the interest of fairness, the Bitter Black Isle section is a tighter gameplay loop, is a better, I would argue, gameplay experience overall. Oh no, did I go the wrong way again? Okay, thank God. I love Bitter Black Isle. I loved starting zones of Dragon's Dogma. The city of Grand Soren is perhaps the best like starting castle town in video games ever. You can basically walk all along the castle walls, which I think is like always such a nice touch for high fantasy settings. But yeah. Yeah. It's the upgraded version, like Seraph says. Ooh, there was a panacea here? Panacea, there I go again. Oh my god. Also, the item interaction interface of just having everything on the ground and you have to be directly over it. Did I get the panacea or did I not? I got it. Okay, thank God. We missed an astrocyte shard earlier that I think
Close. Mark my words.
just got absorbed into the earth.
There's art over here.
Excuse me. If we're about to go into the fight, we're casting our buff spells while we're up here. Oh. Where's the gargoyle?
Tis the letter. Let us hasten it back to Fiedel's hands.
Oh my god. Why did you give me the option to pick up so many parcels?
Precious freight arisen. Best we were especially cautious.
Fair enough. Let's check out the confidential letter. Record of a secret investigation into a company of soldiers. Chamberlain Fidel would like to see it returned. Do I have the option of reading the confidential letter? God damn. Can't believe they're not letting me read somebody else's mail.
Safely. Let's make haste to Grand Sorin.
Okay, we will do that.
What's this?
But it did look like there was more treasure
What's that?
to explore over
You
yonder.
lose your way.
This
You
looks
need but
interesting.
consult your map. Combat needn't be grueling arisen. If the party needs adjusting, adjust it.
Oh my god. Okay, no, fine. Totally fine. What is this? Oh, is this the starting? Okay, and then this is the bridge with the boy again. Sure, fine. Get me out of here, please, and thank you. Oh, God. We can pick up a new pawn because we're a higher level than the one I think LK
Let's
was.
return to the castle. Tis a port crystal, master.
We could do with an archer friend.
Be they man or pawn, it's hard to do aught alone.
You can summon Paul.
Because the one that we were borrowing before is friend of the show Dusk. Apparently they played Dragon's Dogma and their character... Oh no, wait, was it Fluffbot? Because Bubbly is Seraph's, who I am 1000% stealing. Yeah, LK. Oh, LK is level 59. Sure, fine.
Can I be of use?
We'll keep him
I am
around
honored.
then. Because that's exactly our level. And then the second we level up again, we'll just go ahead and kick him to the curb smiley face.
Let's return to the castle.
Because, you know,
Tis a place
min-maxing.
quite restful to my kind.
Continue to make use of your awesome pawn. Seraph, fully intend to. Nameless Terror. That's not going to have a place for us to go in the world, is it? Is it? Oh. Sure. I guess let's go do the Nameless Terror quest. First, actually, let's offload some of our gear. Because we are encumbered. Sorry, sir?
I'd imagine one would never tire of this place.
I mean, you can tire of Grand Soren eventually.
Have your pick. What will it be today? What will it be today?
Hold on. We've got another golden egg, which we are 1000% going to turn into a kept golden egg.
What will it be today?
We didn't end up, oh my god, I just stored a rotten egg! Truly the darkest timeline. We didn't end up using any of the meat we gathered, which is fine, because a new adventure is a new opportunity to gather meat. Smiley face. Do we hold on to the parcels? I guess. We don't have anything better to do with them. Okay, let's see what we can upgrade the Gleam of Heaven to.
What will it be to have your pick? Come again soon.
I mean, I voluntarily cleaned my inventory in Dragon's Dogma because it has a pretty decent.
The last of their health must be hired anew.
It has a pretty decent inventory management system for its many other flaws. My inventory in this game is a little bit different because encumbrance in this game is a pain in the butt. Okay, hold on.
Just shopping.
Actually, let's go ahead and clear out the pawn's inventories as well. Nobody should have anything particularly useful, but I do get frustrated when they die from nothing. Oh, that's right. And then I was gonna compare. What is the staff called? The Gleam of Heaven. Encumbrance is such a big pain in this game. Yeah, for sure. Like, I understand it is, at least in part, to try and, get us to use our, like, consumables and whatnot, but it is
Have your pick. Come
frustrating. Okay. Gleam of Heaven. Wow, 139. That's actually not much better.
The master will come again.
Hold on. Oh no, it's significantly better. Okay, good. We'll offload the Annealed Grace and then keep rocking and rolling.
A fellow, just have your pick. What will it be today? What will it be? Have your come again?
Okay, and then we go out of town and we purposefully walk into an ambush because that's what they would never expect. I remember as a kid, I heard the whole, like, let's walk into the ambush because they'll never expect us to knowingly walk into the ambush, and thinking that was a very intelligent thing for someone to have said. And then as an adult to go, that is actually
We cannot lower our guard for a second.
pretty dumb.
Stay watchful.
And
Grand Sorin, the beating heart of all Granses.
pretty indicative of a fundamental lack of understanding on why people would purposefully set up an ambush.
Was once a place under heavy watch. Best we were no less vigilant now.
Are there boys we need to be worried about? I feel like there are. I don't know that 1,000 gold was worth that amount of time and energy. Yeah, okay, there's the boys.
Those walls must be a great comfort. to those who-
Hold, Master!
Wait for an opening.
I only hope we survive the next encounter.
You're gonna stand in this bear trap voluntarily, completely nullifying its power to surprise me. Exactly, right? as long as you're properly prepared, walking into an ambush can work into your favor. Yeah, but like I feel like if you were to willingly walk into an ambush, like you could still probably take more advantage of no. Okay. You could probably still take more advantage of like picking them off. Also, what are you even doing, jerk? There were bandits right there. Average city knight. What was I trying to say? It feels like there could be better ways of doing it, is the, I guess, moral of what I'm vibing for.
Counter after they strike.
You could do more springing an ambush back on them. Exactly, right? Or like, okay, so traditional wisdom with regards to like sieges and stuff adheres to the idea that you want to be sort of encamped up on a hill or on a from a more defensible position. Ooh, actually, if this person is level 59 or 60, we might grab them because we do need an archer person for a rounded party. Nope, 55. Get out of my face. But like obviously, right? We know that that's not necessarily what people are aiming for. Disgusting noob archer, exactly. Right, that if you're able to completely encircle them. Oh, also this is the ambush zone, so hold on. The ambush zone. Conventional wisdom that you want to be sort of positioned higher up is not always the case, right? To which then the question becomes,
let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
Hello? Hello? I think I'm supposed to be getting ambushed here? Beware of ambush. You sense unseen enemies as you walk the streets. Keep your wits about you. Hello? Hello, I think I'm supposed to be getting ambushed here. I guess their ambush sucked anyways. Yeah, weird.
Strength in numbers.
The goblin in the helm is their chief!
Slay the leader first!
Well?
Seems we've won.
Knowing that you would voluntarily walk into their ambush, they pulled out the power move of not ambushing you at all. Here's the thing, though, right? It is like, oh dang, why aren't they here? It is a bit of a power move. Like, also, the fact that they were like, watch your back, Arisen, we'll have your head. And then, like, they gave me a quest about it that I have to, like, pop?
This is deer country. If you've a taste for venison, hunt.
This is deer country. They say, as I stab like 15 boars. I'm flabbergasted. And is it that I'm supposed to come here at night?
Ranged attacks serve well in wide open spaces.
A bridge will serve as a fine landmark.
Do you want me to go under this bridge? No, that's a bunch of Saurians. Really, like, willfully subjecting myself to an ambush only to be punished by not having an ambush happen. This is the other thing that Dragon's Dogma 2 we hope is going to do better, although supposedly... Oh. Dang, I'm out of stamina.
You'll be fine so long as I'm here.
Please don't overdo it.
Supposedly, they've actually entirely removed quest markers for Dragon's Dogma 2. Supposedly, it's entirely going to be contextual, and there is a radius at the top of the UI.
Do not allow it to blow that horn! Strength in numbers, Arisen.
We have triumphed.
It seems we've won.
Okay. We're gonna do one last sweep of us just literally going all the way around this circle. As I stab these deer to death.
Even in the shadow of Grand.
Oh, dang it. That deer moved out of the way. Who would have thought it possible? Unfortunately, you are awake. Well, time to go kill some rabbits, then. I'm flabbergasted. What am I supposed to do? What's a guy gotta do to get ambushed around here?
On us to pace ourselves on roads.
Fully just stealing Zalkel's Catboy bit.
What's that?
It was genuinely so funny, though. The idea of taunting someone in PvP with your body. Wear booty shorts? I mean, listen, he was a fine-looking Catboy is all I'm gonna say. Okay, I mean, we've literally gone everywhere within this circle that we can conceptually go. So, either we need to come back here at night, or it's like a random spawn chance. Let's see what other quests we can do. Search the capital to learn anything you can, not only of Salvation's clandestine meeting, but also of the cult's involvement in the Skeleton Scourge. Sure, fine. And then that might get us to nighttime.
Tis a port crystal. One can reach
What
it from
meaning do you
anywhere
suppose
with the
those
use of a
stones
magic
hold?
item.
Okay.
This is a place quite restful to my kind.
Also, fun fact, you can dress up as one of the NPC knights, and of course, I am sorely tempted to do so.
Serve as the hub of our journeys.
I've been looking up like some of the glam, for lack of a better way to refer to it, but like the outfit choices here do feel somewhat limited.
This must be where salvation meets. It seems queer to hold a secret meeting in daylight.
All right. That's them telling us to come back here at night. Okay, let's go save Celine, who there's a bunch of people going after them because they're the daughter of the witch who previously lived in the woods. Which, okay, I will also say, not to be a negative Nancy, but there ain't no way they're gonna navigate these woods. There's like magical fog in here and stuff.
Yes or no, we've not to gain from unnecessary.
Celine's gonna be
Half
fine.
a thief myself, sauntering through this place. It appears to be a bandit hideout.
A stronghold? Here? What could it be meant to defend?
Sick 'em, boys.
I do not have time for you boys. All right.
An opening.
They're left exposed after a ground strike. Counter after they strike.
No, definitely. I'm there fighting with you guys. It's a team effort.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
Oh, good. Good. Come on.
Bandits, master. Pray be careful.
I'll heal your wounds.
And human bones that move on their own. You get it.
Wolves hunt in packs!
Did you know wolves hunt in packs? If I can just... Yeah, we can just run past them. Okay, now
Someone's cottage.
we're back.
Most of Southern Grancis are ever shrouded in this thick mist.
We're back here. There's gonna be some like magic totems in the road.
This cottage. It is shallow enough to cross.
We hit the magic totems.
Stop the thing. If we destroy it, the miasma should clear.
I said we destroy the magic totems. And yeah, then the map becomes revealed.
Well thick this forest.
The wood is uncommon dense, almost as if it means to hide out away. It is a place rich in valuable resources. Insolence!
If we could have placed a port crystal outside of Celine's house, we absolutely would have. Because, like, this is easily the place
Slippery target.
that I have the least joy in
It flees!
coming through again. Especially because, like,
It flees! Run it down!
not to be a jerk,
Has arisen.
but, like,
Is this the right way?
these boys don't even get that much stronger, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I do love the sensation of being stronger myself, right? Like being over leveled
There, master!
and
Wolves!
like the sensation of having
Keep well clear of those fangs.
you know, rotten egg, no thank you. The sensation of having gotten
Now hit them swinging blindly!
advancement, right? But I don't know that this is necessarily the way I want it to be done, if that makes sense.
I shall restore your health. Hold on.
You think we can drop a crystal near the witch's house, but it's kind of hard to find the spots it lets you put it down because, man, these woods sucks. Yeah.
Feels quite comfortable here.
I did not try... Oh, hello. I actually got jump scared by that wolf, not gonna lie. I did not try particularly hard, but once the most cursory of attempts was met with even, like, the briefest modicum of resistance, I was like, okay, I instantly give up. Which, you know, is more of a me thing.
I only hope you'll survive the next encounter.
But yeah. Okay. Also, yeah, how did these villagers get here before we did? You know what I mean?
She's in with the dragon! By the Maker! The rock! It moves! Monster! This is her devilry! Run! Run!
Not so brave now, are you, angry mob?
We must help her.
Stone, animated by magic.
That amulet responds to magic.
Blunt strikes will best shatter the discs.
Now, I'll aim for the head!
We must destroy those amulets.
Those amulets power its movement.
Do I have anything else that does stamina? I got some mushrooms. I got some pickled mushrooms. Okay.
That attack struck deep.
Magic will expose its weak point.
That amulet responds to magic.
Blunt strikes serve well.
Those amulets power its movement. Those glowing discs are its weakness.
Those glowing amulets serve as its heart.
Blunt
Is this one broken?
shatter the disc.
I don't think it is.
I'll strike that amulet.
Perhaps if we aim for the light.
Uh-oh.
Blunt strike serve well.
Crush that amulet.
Glowing discs are its weakness.
There we go.
Glowing amulets serve as its heart.
We're gonna want to go for the one in its hand afterwards. Because the hand one is super annoying to get to.
Now, while we can get at that disc. This is an amulet. Destroy it.
Crush that amulet.
Oh no, did we get Handy? Did we get Hando? I don't think we got Hando.
Smash the amulet.
It's fallen! Now, attack!
That light beam is dead. Stay there.
Now, while we can get at that disc.
Those glowing discs are its weakness.
Too hard.
God.
Can we stop such a hulk?
When you're like 5 years old, and so the statement "it's too hard" is still funny to you.
Impossible. My attacks have no effect.
It's too hard.
So those amulets are animated.
It is useless. Repels all attacks.
No, wait, hold on. It's just the one in your chest. Oh, you jerk. Oh, you absolute hooligan.
It is dangerous in this state, but its amulets grow frail. It's gone mad. Stand clear.
Because there's... I thought the hand one was hard to get at. If I was an archer, this would be fine. Let's try doing spells, hey?
He's gone mad with rage.
Oh god! Ooh.
Grow frail. It's gone mad. Stand clear.
Struggle as best you can.
Did it grab me? Yeah, it did. Oh boy. And I'm also on fire, which is not the best combo in the world.
It's too hard.
What is it like?
Magic will expose its weak point.
Those amulets power its movement.
Swinging all by yourself, handsome?
I use a spell to expose its weakness.
It is too hard.
I need to get onto your chest.
Explore its weakness.
That weapon is a threat.
Can we stop wearing? It's fallen. Now attack.
Right, serve well.
To stop. Smash the amulets.
Thank you.
Land of beasts.
I can get on your chest, yeah? You promise, Euphine?
I've been...
A tunnel extends where the golem stood. Let's go find Celine.
Oh, did she actually spawn the golem?
'Tis too hard.
I assumed the claims of witchcraft were false.
Anytime.
She ran this way, Arisen.
Oh my god. Can I just use this port crystal here? Oh my god. No, I can't just use it. Seems it can't be used now. No! Okay, hold on. Celine, I'd love to come in and chat with you, bestie, but before I do that... So the port crystals are the game's way of, like, giving you some fast travel option.
Is a curious stone, is it not?
What's that?
But, like, they have weird, arbitrary rules on where you can and cannot use them. Oh, fine. Let's just keep going with the story thread and we'll carry on from here. But like the fact that I can't put it back down where I found it, infuriating.
A hidden path?
Excuse me.
Come, Master. We must find Celine.
How do we know?
We must have missed something.
To Celine, and I wonder what's inside.
Damn, don't be rude. I mean, I guess, okay, fine.
A grave?
It will be easier going searching this area.
What's
now.
this?
Oh my god. It's a
This looks
ghost.
interesting.
I am sorry, Arisen. You share in my troubles through no fault of your own.
Also, like, Dragon's Dogma translators, maybe? Localization team? The fact that all of the children in this game, because, like, Celine is what? Canonically, like, 16? Like, the fact that she speaks like a full-ass adult in, like, the same sort of fantasy dialect, I don't know.
Some part of me has long known I was, in truth, a pawn. I do not age or die as others.
Okay.
And always I found making my own decisions difficult.
I've got a lot of feelings about this reveal.
Gran gifted me a portion of her very soul. It was a kindness I can never repay.
I feel like so Gran was the witch. Celine is ostensibly not. Finding out that Celine is a pawn that her grandmother then gave her some of her soul is weird. Because it's our understandings that pawns just spontaneously spew forth from the rift, right? Like, basically, it would be the same thing as if, like, a portal opens in New York and a bunch of really helpful, like, people just start coming out of it, right? And all of these people seem to, like, lack their own independent thought or free will. So, like, basically anybody can ask a pawn for help and, like, direct the pawn to do things. So saying that Celine is a pawn with a bit of a soul does sort of enter into the question of, well, then they're not pawns, are they? They're just humans.
At first, I knew not how to use this gift. But now I have met you.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
What's that?
So, you are Arisen.
Not the voice that I would give this particular character model, but sure.
This may come as a small surprise, but I know well the path you walk. For you see, I myself was once Arisen.
Damn, okay. Dime a dozen, I guess.
And this girl Celine was my pawn.
Okay.
The soul of an Arisen cannot but affect their follower. Given time, the pawn will assume the Arisen's very form.
What?
This is the bestowal of spirit, or so I named it. I did not grasp the full meaning of this transfer when first I noticed it.
Okay, so Twitch chat is going to steal me? Sounds about right.
But see well Celine. See how she resembles me? I pray she can soon live her life as a human true.
Real Pinocchio-ass energy. Okay.
Age and experience separate us, Arisen. But I know you ken my words. Celine is more than pawn now. She yearns to choose the course of her life, free from the will of others.
I wonder if this is just at the end you export your character model as a pawn that other people can play with
If
it.
you can aid in this, there may yet be a future for her.
If like that's like the in-universe gameplay explanation for what's coming.
My pawn print.
Yes, I see it now. of pawns and humans are so very close.
I do hate that they chose the word
Can I
pawn,
truly live?
right?
Can I be?
Like, a lot of things do Einherjar or Eidolons or like so many other titles.
The bestowal of spirit granted you by heart. As you learned of the world, you filled this heart with feelings of your own. Horns are but shadows of life, doomed to forever echo out across the rift. But soon you will be freed of this unending cycle. Then will your thoughts belong to you alone. Then will you speak with your own voice.
My own voice. I would be with you.
I feel more
I've
familiar
learned what
with
to
this
do in this
now.
quest.
It's just bizarre.
Rare bond.
Like, are pawns a different species, or are they literally...
We need be distracted from our quest by fear for Celine no further.
Please, Arisen, say that I might stay in your village, under your roof. I want dearly for a place I can feel safe.
Why can I give you these herbs? No, Battle Benoit. For all intents and purposes, pawns seem literally devoid of decision-making capabilities. Okay. Do you want Grancis herb?
Herbs? Ah, for brewing ale. Very well. Here, you are welcome to these.
No, what?
Please, Arisen, say that I might stay in your village, under your roof. I want dearly for a place I can feel safe.
I guess let's give these herbs, but
Herbs? Ah, very... Please, I want... Herbs? Ah, very...
do we...
Please, I want... Please, Arisen, say that I might... I want dearly for...
do I get a say in yes or no? Or this is another thing about Dragon's Dogma, right? Is like the game, the core gameplay loop is so good, but like it's trying desperately to be a JRPG, but we are of course a stereotypical silent protagonist. And so like there are so many times, with the exception of that one time in the grave, in the mausoleum, with that member of salvation, right? There are so many times where we can or cannot do things, or like it's expected for us to have said something. I don't know. Like,
Please, Arisen, I want...
This looks interesting.
Wizard boots. Do you think if we fall down here, we die? Oh, and also the freaking port crystal. No. No, you're really not gonna let us use it, huh? I don't know. I'm gonna be a cynic. I don't know that there is a place in the forest that I can use it. Unless, like, somebody has a guide with it out there. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We're at a disadvantage fighting in the marsh.
Is there any reason for us to go over here? I don't think so. Why would we do that?
I've been drenched.
Me, is there any reason to go over here? Also me, immediately goes over there. Can I use the port crystal here? No? Doesn't seem like it. Uh, 204. Favored canopy is probably going to be for us then. Us or Twitch chat. Please don't let me fall in the water. Thank you. I don't want to be sopping wet. This entire section of the game makes me feel quite sad. I would like to not come back here again if we can avoid it. Or if we do it through teleportation. Sopping wet beast, excuse me? It's really not gonna let us use the port crystal anywhere, huh? Seraph, are you still here? You indeed are. Well, thank you. I feel a little silly now asking for it, but do you remember where you put the port crystal approximately? Because being able to teleport here in the future would be grand.
It is a curious stone, is it not?
Treasure, perhaps?
Near the golem or in the cave behind it? Yeah, I found a port crystal there, but it wouldn't let me teleport to it natively. You also could be wrong. No worries, Seraph. You also could be right. I just, if there is a way for us to use it here, I would like to use it here. Ah! Okay. I do hope they fix the teleportation system in 2. It would be stunning to me if they didn't. And I mean that stunning in the worst way possible. Here's a thought. Could have been patched out, possibly, right? Here's a thought. Here comes a thought. that might alarm you, something you said, or how they harmed you, words that were said that should be unspoken. Let's check if Celine does show up at our place. Haven't seen Steven Universe, but do you know a lot of the songs? Just a banging OST. You should watch it if it's something you're interested in. I abide by. Oh my god. I've got a lot of feelings about this, but I guess enjoy, Celine. Also, okay, sorry, really quick. Does anybody think anything weird of the fact that, like, first there was the Blue Moon Tower, then there's Cassardis, or then there's Grand Sorn, and then there's Cassardis, and all three of them are these, like, seaside settlements, and each of them appear to be representing different eras? Suspicious. Anyways, okay, well, now we know the answer to that particular question. Let's go back to Gran Soren. And now that it's nighttime, it also will abide by us doing the quest about the salvation.
From anywhere with the use of a magic item. Be they man or pawn.
Yeah, I freaking love Steven Universe. There's a part of me that wishes that I was Pearl, but my sister watched it with me and she's like, "You're absolutely Amethyst," and I was like, "How dare you?"
Have you equipment to enhance?
I hear no. Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? What will it be?
Wait, hold on. We can turn in the brood whatever to our smith.
I see your idol truly even as long that much.
So if we give him these,
Oh, completed the here, friend.
that completes these quests with him.
Truly even as long that much.
Just to clear out our quest list a little bit.
Very well, friend.
Power shower, shower power ballad to drift away. Wait, which one is drift away? Oh, is it from the movie? I have not watched the movie. I don't think I've actually finished all of Steven Universe either. Our smith wants 66 skulls, which, hilariously, I think I have 66 skulls. I have 176 of them. Oh, sweet mother of God.
What will it be? Have you come again?
We love fetch quests. Do 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 do.
I see truly as long as that much. Oh, complete here, friend.
Okay. What's the next
Comes
quest?
to drink here, all bearing different tales.
Wormword perfume. We actually have that as well.
I see even in the that makes
It's supposedly a fragrance said to keep dragons at bay. More trusting souls might pay good coin for such questionable wares. If somebody was selling perfume that was said to keep dragons away from you, would you buy it or would you not use it? Smiley face. Lost faith. Acquire the tightly folded letter. Okay, don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and turn in all of these things so that way we're not horrifically over-encumbered.
It's smart to getting good with you right about now, huh? Just
Sure.
a cheap, friend. Just a cheap. Have your pick. What will it be today?
I mean, I'm kind of the main character, so if you wanted to be my friend, smiley face. Are dragons as bothersome as modern mosquitoes? I feel like they'd be worse. No? Vinicius, we're not using. We're gonna fiddle around with those two later. Not to have my Ishgardian bias come out, but oh, we have a bunch of King Bay Leafs, I think, as well. Those bites, man. I mean, I guess... What is it?
What will it be today?
Oh my god, my brain. The disease you can get... I guess malaria is pretty bad, huh? If a dragon bites you, you die. If a mosquito bites you, you're in hell for days. Very different levels. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? But also, I don't want to minimize anybody else's. Experiences. Oh my god. With mosquito bites. We're looking for King Bayleaf. Similar to saying King Bailey, but not. I only have 2? There ain't no way. Oh god, we gotta go back into hell. Thank you, Lemmy. Why does thou have a king in thy bag? Listen, sometimes they're not going to take you seriously unless you do a little light kidnapping. You get it. Let's go ahead and while we're in here... Oh, no, actually, we're not going to fiddle with that.
Have your pick.
Let's go ahead and do the next little phase of the salvation mission, and then we'll go ahead and call it there for the Dragon's Dogma part. What is this quest? I say. Circuit meeting. Sure. We love in-game engine cutscenes.
The High Conclave's crafted. I know the aim's to sow chaos, but still, I can't but think it's excessive. Talk is those walking bones have slain 3 of our own, and we're to let such creatures roam the roads.
Aye, if we're so ordered.
The rest of the Conclave's design relies on those skeletons to draw off the Duke's attention. I'll grant you their bloodthirst is greater than I'd thought. 'Tis time to send word to the others. Come, no more doubts, brother. You're to begin work under the Conclave soon, no?
That's the other thing that's
Bound for there now. 'Tis my first time. I was
so...
the summons, truth be told. I've not been with Salvation long. I suppose they trust me. I'll not miss the hellish life of a messenger, I'll tell you that.
So wacky about fantasy games is that the
Let us approach one of them or tail them a while.
the like central conceit about cults in these kinds of games is that they're supposed to be persuasive.
Most like these meetings happen in some forgotten corner of the city.
And like cults in video games are always laughably not persuasive by design. Because right, like they don't want to it said or tail them, right? I guess we could just go up and talk to them if they're giving us that option.
You! How long were you there? What did you hear? The skeletons. Damn my luck. I'll not hang for salvation. 'Twas only a way to earn some coin in the first place. They pay a tidy sum for finding new believers and sending them on to the Conclave, though I suppose my hand in that ends today. Let's be civil here, friend. We're not enemies, you and I. Surely we can strike a deal that benefits the both of us.
Uh-huh.
Say, I give you a special bit of merchandise in return for a stack of coin.
How about I, like, throw you in the castle dungeon? What are you on about?
Well, will you help me put this dark business behind me?
Accept his offer and pay 10,000 gold or take it by force. What are these choices? What are you literally on about, mate? I absolutely should take it by force, but this feels like the kind of thing the game will come back and be like, oh, because you didn't give Taggart 10,000 gold doubloons, now he's gone off and become a child murderer.
Good. Pray, just tell no one it was I what gave you this, eh?
Why would I not tell?
Will allow you into their sanctum. What you do once you're there is your business, though I doubt you'll manage much.
Hey, mother, what is this entire exchange?
Knowledge. This wins us entry into the catacombs' depths.
No, get back here. Why are the guards not doing anything? Oh, wait. I hate this video game. I've decided, actually, I hate Dragon's Dogma, and this is the last time we ever stream it. Okay, we'll catch you guys later. We're gonna go live in a little bit here with P12S with my FC, and I am going to be ignoring you guys. See you all very soon. Bye!